the magnificent Misirowski. Man, if you haven't watched this guy pitch, it is something to behold. And he went up against Paul Skenes, who is the best young pitcher in baseball, and outdueled him for 5 innings. They don't let him pitch deeper than that right now. But Misirowski is throwing harder than anybody in baseball consistently. Well over 100 every pitch, it seems like. I think he had something like 19 pitches that were over a 101 in the game, and Skenes had 1. And the 20 pitches over 101 was the most ever. And it was almost all him. Take a look at this pitch right here. This is a 96-mile-an-hour slider. Willie Castro goes down.
Yeah, it's nasty.
That's as filthy as a slider gets. And they showed afterwards that right before the break, it looks almost exactly like the fastball going on the inside corner.
Oh, from the same like arm slot?
I don't know. It reminds me of when Strider first came up. I hope he can stay healthy. But that's where we start, is with that duel between these two guys. So, Errol, I know you're a big fan of Skenes. Skenes might not be the best pitcher in baseball. Best young pitcher in baseball.
This kid, I don't know anything about him. I've heard a little bit about how hard he throws. He reminds me of a young Noah Syndergaard. Throws very, very hard. Noah Syndergaard, when he came to the league with the Mets, this guy was unstoppable. They gave him the nickname Thor. He threw 92-mile-per-hour changeups, 93-mile-per-hour changeups. His slider was like 94 miles per hour. He was throwing 100, 99, 100. Now, obviously, baseball is different. Technically, these guys are going to throw harder because of all the opportunities they have with all the different, scientific things that you see guys, come up with. But I still think Paul Skenes is a better pitcher. And this guy might throw his arm out the way he's torquing the ball. He's great. He's sensational. Teams will obviously eventually time him right and figure him out. I stop. I know a lot of people want to put him over Paul Skenes. Paul Skenes has done it over a year and a half in the big leagues. Let's see what this guy does in a full season. Then we can try to compare and contrast. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Misirowski's different. He's 100 to 102. His curveball is 90 miles an hour. Slider's 96. Changeup's 92. But what makes him super special is he's in the 100th percentile in extension. So they have a stat called perceived velocity. So the fastball might come in at about 100, but the hitters are seeing it at like 102. But, over time, the ball will slow down, but actually it looks like his is taking off because he's reaching out and putting the ball in the glove. His extension, he's shortening the 60 feet, 6 inches. We'll say his stride length is 7 feet, whatever. And it's getting on hitters quicker, which is why it's ridiculous. Do I think he's better than Paul Skenes? No, I don't. I have to see him over the course of a year, like you said. See if he can, handle it. Once the league starts making adjustments to him, then we'll really see what he's made of. Going back to their matchup, Paul just had one rough inning. The guys got to him a little bit, and then he settled in. And the next 2 innings or whatever were fine. I mean, he struck out the guys, but he did throw a lot of pitches, and I'm sure that's why they took him out. But I was impressed. With the Miz. The Miz did have some nice shit. I won't lie. His stuff was nice. For sure, and it didn't look like a fun at bat, but give him some time. The league still has to make an adjustment. I think that was like his 4th or 5th outing.
I don't even think it was that much. I think it was his 3rd start.
Yeah, I think it was his 3rd.
And I think he's only given up 3 hits in 3 starts.
He has more wins than hits given up.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous how good he is right now. But again, it's very early with that guy. It's just so exciting to watch that.
Well, it's exciting to watch. It's something exciting for the Brewers. I mean, they're a pitching factory over there. They constantly are putting out pitchers. So, now they just need to get their offense booming, match their staff, and then, they're going to be fine. But, I mean, it's a name. And MLB hyped that matchup up quite a bit. So, it was fun to watch, for sure.
Why do you think it was the MLB.TV free game of the day?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for that reason. It's great. And it's great for baseball because the younger generation, and you're seeing guys like Chase Burns come up, in a year and set a record. Nobody's ever struck out.
We'll talk about Chase in a little bit.
And so I'm just talking about as young kids, with what they're doing, they're trying to get the old heads out. Obviously, we've seen what Clayton has done. Since his first start, his last 7 have been unbelievable. and they're going to continue to grind and do all that. They know how to do it. He's 3 away from 3,000, which will be awesome to see. He deserves it. But yeah, I think that's 2 you're going to be wanting to watch for a long time, hopefully, and hopefully they can stay healthy. And with the way things are going now, you just never know. But it was fun to watch stuff-wise. Like you said, Skenes had that one bad inning, but stuff-wise, just watching both of them work. It's just, if you're not a baseball fan, some people want to see all these runs, and I like a 1-0 game. That does something for me. It's just the chess match of back and forth, and it'll be interesting to see. They're young, how far they're willing to go. Like, obviously, you're trying to save them, but yeah, you tried to save me, and I blew out anyway. So, for me personally, you let him go. Look what Cade did in the World Series, win 130 pitches. Let him go. If he's gonna blow, he's gonna blow.
Yeah, same with Strasburg.
Speedy, we have a lot of these advanced statistics to tell you how good it is. And Goody mentioned one with an extension, though. But extension, now they have this site. I use it very exclusively for my fantasy baseball stuff. It's called Baseball Savant. And Baseball Savant is like kind of idiot-proof because if it's red, it's good. He's 100% all the way to the red, Misorowski, on like literally everything. And I didn't understand extension, but he explained it. I thought it was like more not so much like hiding the ball, but like just like you're saying, like how like hard it is for you to pick it up out of his hand because like it's getting to you faster, as opposed to like a guy that throws 95 with no extension. A guy with like 93 with like good extension would probably be harder to hit, is I think what they're saying. But Speedy, do you have any of these ideas on like how to use this actionably?
I haven't seen it with Misorowski with his numbers quite yet, but yeah, if they're all that high, it generally means that they're not being seen to the same level of. It's not even like a drastic change of speed either. From what you were describing, Goody, it seems like he's keeping them all the same velocity, but they're similar enough where it's still enough distinctly that's thrown off these hitters. Now, granted, this game was the Pirates' offense, so I don't know how much you're going to take that into account, but nevertheless, he's faced some other good teams, like you were showing the highlight against the Twins, who have a decent offense, and I forget who his first start was against, but they were a pretty good team as well. I think it might have been the Cubs, and he still had the like you're showing in this charts here, you see enough of it where these locations are also very strong too, scattered enough to keep him guessing, and the combination of that with the velocity is going to be key. But like Errol was mentioning too, the usage will be a big key. That was the biggest problem that hurt Noah Syndergaard. He had 5 pitches and only decided to throw 2 of them later in his Mets career, and it really hurt him, both injury-wise and just stuff-wise. And since his stuff fallen off, he has not recovered. So you hope that doesn't happen with Misorowski. But like you were saying, Goody, I think the Brewers have become enough of a young pitching factory where that kind of thing doesn't happen. We were talking about the kid Henderson guy that got demoted, surprisingly. The kid Patrick's done very well, too, Chad Patrick. And like you said, Peralta, rebirthing him as a veteran when he was dealing with all those Tommy John surgeries. That takes something.